Welcome students of class 7. Today I will discuss this very important topic in geometry. The chapter is concept of congruency. This is chapter number 9 in your good book. We see from the clippings, concept of congruency means the two objects are congruent if they have same dimension and same shape. If two objects have same dimension and same shape, then two objects are congruent. As for example, this is my two hand, this is my left hand and this is my right hand. If left hand is coincident with right hand, left hand is coincident with right hand, so therefore two hands is coincident to each other, so therefore these two hands are congruent to each other. So if two objects are congruent, then two objects are called congruent to each other. Clear? Now give an example of shop. In this figure there are two biscuits and two biscuits, and there are each biscuits are overlapped to each other, and these two biscuits have same shape and same dimension, so these biscuits are congruent to each other. And this is another example. Letter pad seats, and each letter pad have a same shape and same dimension, so letter pads are congruent to each other. Next, a mathematical example of congruent figure. Now this is an ellipse and this is also ellipse, and these two ellipses are overlapping to each other, so therefore these two ellipses are congruent to each other. Now this is an hexagon. This hexagon 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is a hexagon, and this is also hexagon 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is also hexagon. So this hexagon cannot overlap this hexagon, so therefore these two hexagons are not congruent to each other. Again, this is a rectangle and this is a rectangle, and these two rectangles are overlapping to each other, so therefore two rectangles are congruent to each other. And this is the multiplication sign, and these two multiplication signs are overlapping to each other, so therefore these two multiplication signs congruent to each other. Now in this chapter we discuss congruency of a triangle. Already we know congruency means two figures have same size and same shape. In a triangle there are three sides and three angles. Then if two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. So if the corresponding sides are equal and corresponding angles are equal, then the two triangles are congruent. So now this we verify on 6 criteria: three sides and three angles. But there is a criteria of congruency of two triangles. Criteria 1: sides, not verify 6 conditions, only side. If three corresponding sides are equal, then we can say that two triangles are congruent. Here, now this is a triangle ABC and this is also a triangle PQR. Two triangles are given. In this triangle, side AB, side AB equals to side PQ, side BC equals to side QR, and side PR equals to side AC. So therefore three sides are equal. Now we verify these two triangles are congruent, yes or no. For this, now this is a triangle PQR. Now this triangle is rotate and transform. Now the triangle rotate PQR and transform to ABC. See that these two triangles are overlapping to each other, and sides PQ, side AB is equals to side PQ, and BC equals, sorry. This is not A, okay, no, in this figure. Sorry, I transform in second slide, transform in third slide, but transform in second slide. So now change, yes. Now this is my second side. Yes. Now in this triangle, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, in this triangle AB equal to side PQ, BC equals to side QR, and AC equals to PR. Now we transform the sides triangle PQR to triangle ABC. Now rotate and transform. So these two triangles is exactly overlap to each other. So therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. If three corresponding sides are equal, then the two triangles are congruent. This criteria is called sides or SSS congruency. This criteria is called SSS congruency, side congruency. Next, criteria 2. Two sides and one angle are given. There two sides and one angles are given. Then we can say that two triangles are congruent to each other. Here the side AB is equal to side PQ. Side AB is equals to side PQ. Side BC is equals to side QR. And this is the angle B. This is the must be note that this angle must be included angle, not all other angle. Angle must be included angle. So this angle is included to the sides AB and BC. So angle B equals to, had PQ and QR are corresponding sides, and Q is the included angle. So included angle equals to included angle. So included angle is equals to included angle. Then two triangles are, this angle equals to this angle. Then we can say that two triangles are congruent to each other. Now verify using rotate and transform. Now this is the triangle PQR. First we rotate this and transform to triangle ABC. So therefore these two triangles are overlap to each other. So therefore these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now transform this. This is the triangle PQR. So if if in the triangle AB, side AB equals to side PQ, side BC equals to side QR, and included angle B equals to included angle Q. So therefore we can say that two triangles are congruent. The just verify three conditions, not six conditions, two sides and one included angle, then the triangle are congruent to each other. This criteria is called side angle sides or SAS congruency of criteria of two triangles. SAS congruency criteria of true triangles. Now criteria number 3. Criteria number 3 is angle side. That means two angles, corresponding angles are equal and one corresponding sides are equal. Then we can say that two triangles ABC and triangle PQR are congruent to each other. Now here angle B equals to angle Q, angle B is equals to angle Q. These two angles are corresponding angles. Angle C equals to angle R, angle C equals to angle R. These two angles are corresponding angles. And side BC equals to side QR. So these sides is the included side, but in this congruency, side may not be a included side, because if angle B equals to angle Q and angle P equals to angle A, then automatically we can say that angle C equals to angle R, because the angle C is 180 degree minus A plus B and angle R equals to 180 minus angle P plus angle Q. But angle B equals to angle Q and angle A equals to angle P. So 180 degree minus sum of these two angles and 180 degree minus sum of these two angles are equal. So therefore automatically angle C equals to angle R. So here two angles, two corresponding angles and one any side, not included sides are given. Then we can say that two triangles are congruent to each other. Now verify using rotate and shifting. Now first we rotate the triangle PQR and shift with the triangle ABC. Exactly shift with ABC. So therefore two triangles ABC and triangle PQR is congruent to each other. This congruency is called AAS congruency. Angle side. AAS congruency. Next congruency criteria number 4. Right angle hypotenuse sides. So there are two triangles are given. Two triangles must be right angle triangle. So here the angle A and angle R is the right angle. And hypotenuse in a right angle triangle, which one is hypotenuse? The opposite sides to the right angle is called hypotenuse. So here BC is the hypotenuse of the triangle ABC and PQ is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle PQR. So here the sides, here angle A equals to angle R equals to 90 degree. Both are right angle. Hypotenuse BC equals to hypotenuse PQ. And one side AB is equals to QR. In this criteria, to right angle, this criteria is applicable for right angle triangle. The two right angle triangle, two triangle must be right angle if two hypotenuse are equal, and if one sides are equal, then two triangles are congruent to each other. Now verify this. First, now in previous cases the triangle PQR is overlapping to ABC. Here the triangle ABC is overlapping to PQR. Now rotate the triangle ABC and shift. So triangle ABC is exactly overlapping to triangle PQR. So therefore two triangles are congruent to each other. So this is the criteria number 4. This is criteria is called right angle hypotenuse sides. This is the RHS criteria of two congruent figure. In criteria number 2, we see that the angle must be included angle. Otherwise, angle is not included, then SAS criteria, two triangles are not congruent. Here is the example. Here the sides AB is equals to this. AC is equals to this and C angles are equal angle, but the angle C is not included. Here AC equals to AC and this portion equals to this portion. If this portion and this portion are equal portion, if this is the AB, so this is the AB. So therefore the triangle, this triangle and this triangle, this is the point B, just B moves to B dash. So triangle here AB equals to AB dash AC equal to AC in this triangle. Angle C equals to angle C. These angles is not included angle. So obviously ABC is the largest triangle and ABC is a smaller triangle. So we can see that these two triangles are not overlapping to each other. So therefore ABC and ABC are not congruent to each other. In S congruency, the angle must be included angle. Otherwise, angle is not included. Then the two triangles are not congruent. Now, let us solve our exercise. Let us write what does congruency mean. Already discussed. Let's write down the condition of congruency of two triangles. There are four conditions. Criteria number 1, S, side congruency. Number 2 criteria, S, sides, angle must be included angle. Criteria number 3, AAS, angle sides. And criteria number 4, RHS, right angle, hypotenuse sides. Let's explain with figure whether angle can be condition of congruency of two triangles. No, angle are not a condition of congruency of two triangle, because let ABC is a triangle, is an equilateral triangle. Each side is equals to 3 centimeter. ABC is an equilateral triangle and each side equals to 3 centimeter. And also we draw another equilateral triangle, each side equals to 6 centimeter. So this is the triangle PQR. This is the PQR. Each side equals to 6 centimeter. These two triangles are equilateral triangle. So we know in equilateral triangle each angle equals to 60 degree. So therefore angle A equals to 60, angle B equals to 60, angle C equals to 60. And also in the equilateral triangle PQR, this is 60. So three angles are 60 degree. So therefore corresponding three angles are equal. But ABC is the smallest. ABC, the triangle ABC is included in the triangle PQR. But in the triangle ABC, the each side equals to 3 centimeter, and the triangle PQR, each side equal to 6 centimeter. So therefore triangle ABC and triangle PQR cannot overlap to each other. So therefore angle cannot be a condition of congruency of two triangles. Clear? Now question number 4. Let us explain with the conditions of congruency whether the following pair of triangles in each case are congruent or not. Now for 1, this is the triangle ABC and triangle DEF. In the triangle AB equals to 5 centimeter. In the triangle DEF equals to 5 centimeter. So therefore AB is equals to DF, and the length of the sides AC equal to 7 centimeter and EF equals to 7 centimeter, and the length of the side BC equal to 6 centimeter and DE equal to 6 centimeter. So therefore, three corresponding sides are equal. Side AB equal to side DF, side AC equals to side EF, and side BC equals to side DE. So therefore, this is the type for criteria 1. S SSS criteria, true triangles are congruent. So in example 1, for 1, given two triangles are congruent to each other. Next, number 2, side PQ equals to 5 point. There are two triangles given, PQR and GHI. In the triangle PQR, PQ equals to 5.5 centimeter, and in the triangle GHI, HI equals to 5.5 centimeter. So length of PQ equals to length of HI, and length of QR is 8.2 and length of GI is 8.2. So QR is equals to length of GI. But the angle Q is an include angle. Measurement of this angle is 60 degree, and also I angle in the triangle GHI, this is also 60 degree. So therefore, two include angles are equal. So two sides and one include angle are equal. So this is the criteria 2. Is two triangles are congruent. So number 1, this is congruent. Number 2, this is also congruent. This is the criteria from the criteria SAS criteria. In number 2, two triangles are congruent to each other. Now number 3, here the triangle ABC and another triangle DEF. AB equals to 4 centimeter. In the triangle DEF, DE equals to 4 centimeter. BC equals to 3 centimeter. BC equals to 3 centimeter and DF equals to 3 centimeter. And included angle in ABC, angle C is included. This is 30 degree. And triangle DEF, D is the included angle. So this is equals to 30 degree. The two sides and one included angle are equal. Same as example 2. SAS two triangles are congruent to each other. So is number 3 number 3 is congruent. Now number 4. ABC, here angle B is 90 degrees, so obviously ABC is right angle triangle. And DE and DFE, this is also right angle triangle. So this is the right angle, one right angle given, and this is the hypotenuse. Opposite sides of the right angle is hypotenuse. The AC is the hypotenuse is 7 centimeter. Hypotenuse is 7 centimeter, and in the right angle triangle DAP, D is the hypotenuse. The length of the hypotenuse is 7 centimeter equal, and one side AB equal to 5 centimeter, and here one side EF equals to 5 centimeter. So you can see that one right angle, hypotenuse, and one side are equal. So from criteria number 4, RHS congruency, we can say that two triangles are congruent. So these triangles are congruent from criteria RHS. Now question number 5. In the triangle ABC, angle B equals to 60 degree, and in the triangle DEF, F equals to 60 degree. The angle B equals to 60, angle F equals to 60. Two angles are equal. Angle C equals to 45, angle C equals to 45, angle D equals to 45. So here BC is the included side. The BC is the included side. In this triangle, DF must be included sides, but this is equal to 3 centimeter, but this is equals to 4 centimeter. So this included side is not equals to this included sides. This is 3 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. So angle sides are not equal, but two angles are equal. So therefore, in this these two triangles are not congruent to each other. Two angles equal, but one sides are not equal. So therefore, these two triangles are not congruent to each other. Now in example 6, sorry, exercise 6, two triangles are given A, B, C and D, E, F. Angle 40 degree, B angle is 40 and F angle is 40. C angle is 30 and E angle is 30 degree. And this is 4 centimeter. This is included sides. Length of this side is 4 centimeter. And in this triangle, EF is the included sides. So therefore, length of E is equals to 4 centimeter. So angle, two corresponding angles are equal and one sides are equal. So therefore, two triangles are congruent to each other. Number 7. ABC is a triangle and DEF is another triangle. Angle A equals to 40 degree. Angle A 40. Angle F is 40. BC 4 centimeter. DE 4 centimeter. AC 3 centimeter. EF 3 centimeter. But we can see that this angle is not included angle, but this angle is included angle. So as this angle is not included, so therefore triangle ABC and triangle DEF are not congruent to each other. Angle must be included angle. So in this congruency, AS are not. So therefore triangle ABC and triangle DEF are not congruent to each other. Now question number 8. For 8, two angle ABC and DEF. DEF. This is 50. Angle A equals to 50. Angle D equals to 55 degree. In ABC triangle, angle A equals to 55 degree, and in the triangle DEF, angle D equals to 55 degree. Angle B equals to 55, so angle E equals to 55 degree. And angle C equals to 70 degree, and angle F equals to 70 degree. Three angles are given, but this is AB. This sides is the included side of 55 and 55. So this is 3.5 centimeter, but in this triangle DF is not, DF is 3.5, but this side is not included, this side is not the sides included 55 and 55, this side is 55 and 70 degree. So therefore the triangle ABC and triangle DEF are not congruent to each other, are not congruent to 5, 3.5 triangle, isosceles triangle. Okay, so these two triangles are not congruent to each other. Okay, thank you.